Now, from this month, if you've got a UK passport and you go into the EU and Europe, you're going to have to submit to mandatory face scanning, fingerprints, and too many nosy questions. However, there's 11 legal loopholes making you completely exempt from having to do all of that. So, are you in one of them? Let's find out. Now, very briefly, what's this all about? It's called the Entry-Exit System, or EES, and it's going to track you. It's going to replace stamping passports, as I said, with facial scanning, fingerprints, and a whole lot of questions. If you need to know more, then check out my video right up there. So, who are the lucky ones that get to skip all of that biometric stuff every time? Well, first off, there's the dual nationals. So, if you're one of the estimated 6 million Brits who hold a second passport from any of the 27 countries within the EU, and also Ireland, Iceland, Norway, and Switzerland, then you're officially exempt. No biometric registration, no photo scanning, no fingerprints, and certainly no questions. The second one are family members of EU citizens. So, if you're a Brit and you hold a residence card because you're either the spouse, child, or immediate relative of an EU national, again, you're also completely exempt. When you travel, you and your partner walk to the citizens' lane together, show your partner's passport and your family residence card, and they'll wave you right on through. Likewise, if you're a Brit related to a citizen of Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, and even Switzerland, and you hold a family residence card for an EU country, you're also exempt. You're classed as a family member with free movement rights. And here's another one. If you're a Brit who has a valid residence permit or a long stay visa or your official withdrawal agreement card from absolutely any EU country, you're also exempt. And that's because the EU already has you on file, you're a resident, and you get to flash a little plastic card. Now, on to what they call special purpose travellers. And these are the ones where your trip involves things like studies, research, au pair, or working at a branch location of your workplace. And that's because the EU has decided if you come in to, say, write a dissertation, to study, to work at a branch of your company, or even learn to teach English, guess you're too important to queue. So, if you're travelling for any of those and more, you're fast-tracked. If you're travelling for sunbathing like the rest of us, well, they want your fingerprints. Next up, we've got two very interesting ones. First of all, are you a government official or are you on government official business, maybe in secret? Then you may also be exempt. There's actually an allowance built into the new system because the EU simply can't risk delaying crucial official things or missions just to get a facial scan. Apparently, the urgency of an official mission trumps the urgency of a biometric database. There you are. And the next interesting one. Now we bow to the truly unburdened, the elite and diplomatic. So, if you're a head of state, a government minister, or a high-ranking official with special privileges, you're also exempt as well. You are one of those, I guess, whose time is deemed far more valuable than the rest of us. You can simply glide past security because your visit is so important to be delayed by fingerprint scanning. There's also another benefit, and that is you get to hide what's in your diplomatic pouch. And here's another strange one. It's what they call nationals of small associated states. So if you're a citizen of Andorra, Morocco, or San Marino, or you hold a passport from the Vatican City State, you're also exempt as well. And that's because these microstates, they all have unique arrangements within the EU, within the Schengen area. And lastly, we have three pretty strange ones. So, first one, if you're a member of, say, the armed forces and you're traveling on official NATO or Partnership for Peace business, you're also going to be completely exempt as well. This isn't a leisure trip, but that's because military movement is governed by major security treaties, which supersede the new entry-exit EES system. Lucky you, I guess. The second strange one is this, and that is what they call local border traffic permit holders. So if, for instance, you say you live right on the EU's external border and right next to a non-EU country, and you have to cross multiple times a day or a week for work, etc., or even to visit family, again, you're also completely exempt. Obviously, those people, they can't go through the full EES registration every single time. And the last strange one is what they call exempted crossing points. So these exemption points, they apply to only a very small number of individuals. And these are the people whose job, shall we say, requires them to cross in unofficial ways or at unofficial times. So for example, if your job is to drive the Eurostar train, you don't join the queue for collecting biometric data. And there you have it, all 11 loopholes for us Brits that get us out of having to give our biometric data when we head to the EU. I'm not one of them, are you? Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video all the way to the end, as it does generally help to support our channel. And until the next video, don't forget, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.